כל השונה הלכות בכל יום מובטח לו שהוא בן העולם הבא בעזרת השם. I want to look straight. Anyway, בעזרת השם, today is the 16th of the year. בעזרת השם, בסייעתא דשמיא. We will, it's on first day of Sunday of Parashat Bahar Bechotai. We'll be learning today the two mitzvot. Mitzvah number 383. We're not allowed to break a bone of Korban Pesach Sheni offering. Number 384. Also, during sacrifices and during war, all trumpets must be blown in the Beit HaMikdash. Okay? So we'll discuss what those mitzvot are. The mitzvot are sponsored לרפואה שלמה, לכל חולי עמו ישראל, ובכללם לחיה בת לאה, ניסים בן שמחה, יוסף בן שמחה, ליאור בן אהובה, שלמה בן שמחה, בעזרת השם, יוסף בן מרים, ליבי בת רחלי, and שאר חולי עמו ישראל, בעזרת השם. Mitzvah number 384. So we have like this. שלא לשבור עצם מעצמות פסח שני. We're not allowed to break a bone from the bones of Pesach Sheni. Okay, so again, so we have like this. We do the Korban Pesach. All the same rules apply. The same rules apply that on the first Korban, right? The Korban Pesach, you're not allowed to break a bone. Why? Why are you not allowed to break a bone?
You're not allowed to suck the marrow from the bone to get the leftover juices.
Right, why?
Because we're in a king status.
Good. Good. There was a joke, not a joke, a story, a famous story. What was a famous story? The story was that a king was very skinny. He was not gaining weight. And the doctor told him, if you continue not gaining weight, you're going to die. So what's the solution? The doctor told him, you must gain weight, figure out a way. What you do, figure out a way to get weight. He doesn't know, trying a month, 2 months, 3 months, a year, nothing. Is a stick. Whatever he eats, always loses the weight. Nothing gaining. Nothing gaining. One day, the king comes out of the palace, of his quarters, and he passes by the kitchen somehow. And he sees the chef. The chef is bli ayin hara, very fat. He's very fat. So he goes to the chef. He says, "What do you do all day? You're becoming so fat." He says, "How many hours you work here?" He says, "I work here, Your Majesty, 17 hours a day." Wow. You sit down? No, I have non-stop. Boom, boom, boom. I prepare the Majesty the best, most delicious delicacies from all sorts of meals. The king says, "So how come you're so fat?" He says, "What do you mean? How come I'm so fat? I eat the broth, all the broths. Yeah, I cook all the food. I take out the broth, all the broth, and I drink that. That's my whole day. What I do. That's what I eat the whole day. Broth? That's how you're so fat?" The king comes to his ministers. I make a decree. What's the decree? From now on, give the chef all my food and give me all his broth.
But you can get fat.
Yeah.
Chaim, you need it. You know, Chaim.
Huh?
Chaim, you need it to get fat.
I'm done. You drink broth, so people don't understand. I have a big problem. I can't eat cooked vegetables. The rule is by me. I don't eat anything I eat raw. I cannot have it cooked. If I eat it raw, why should I eat it cooked? So people make my mother. Oh, Shem Rachem. From the day I'm telling you, when I was born, I have a different brain than most people. And people, they try to force me to eat all this garbage. And I say it's all garbage. Why? Because all the vitamins left already. What are you eating it for? They cook onions. They cook, what's his name? Carrots. They cook things that you could eat. Tomato. Right? And it's all, to me, it's mushy because I don't feel it. When I eat it, I'm like, what are you eating, people? Yeah? Oh boy, this is the most vegetables. You have to eat the vitamins. I say, you crazy people? All the vitamins are in the soup. Eat the soup, you get the vitamins. That's how I was already since my young age. I couldn't stand it. I can't stand it. So eat all the vitamins. Yeah, that's it. What are you gonna do? Yeah. So the rabbi says over here, if you break a bone of the what, like Rafael said, that's Tzaddik. Baruch Hashem is paying very much attention in halachot. I see.
And the chanet, and the chanet, they have a bone.
No. What happened was, so this bone, if you break it, look like a poor person. Now look like a poor person. You're a king. I'm Pesach. So Pesach Sheni has the same rules. Same rule. By the way, you don't have to be careful with all the dishes and all this like a regular Pesach. You will not be, chametz and all this. You don't worry. But however, you still do eat matzah and maror, but like we said last week.
Matzah, maror,
Like matzah and maror also last week.
we eat it now?
No, in the Korban Pesach. As it says in the Torah, ve'etzem lo yishberu bo. You're not allowed to break the bone. Okay, and all the discussion the Rabbi says that we discussed already. Breaking a bone is a what's his name? Do you get avera for it? No, you broke somebody breaks a bone. Does he get punished? I mean, there is a maaseh. It's a maaseh. There's a deed actually in it. I don't remember. Did we say if somebody breaks a bone on? It's Isur Doraita. The Torah tells you don't break the bone. I'm trying to understand if breaking a bone on Pesach would lend you 39 malkut. Good question, huh? Beautiful. All right. So we'll see. We'll take a look at it maybe. Mitzvah number 16 in the first chelek, in the first part of this Minchas Chinuch. He will tell us the halacha. If you get lashed if somebody gives him a warning, don't break the bone, and he still breaks it. I don't remember if he gets lashed, because technically he should get lashed, because he does. But again, what's Tavira? It's Tavira again. Okay, let's see. Mitzvah number 384. Mitzvat tkiyat hatzotzrot b'mikdash u'b'milchama. So what happened was like this. There is we know shofar, right? We know regular shofar. That's how we used to blow. That is on Rosh Hashanah shofar. However, in the time of the Beit HaMikdash, there was also made trumpets, real trumpets made out of gold or whatever metal, whatever the metal they used, to blow. And it's a mitzvah, litkoa b'chatzotzrot b'mikdash, b'chol yom, be'akriv kol korban. So every time there was a korban brought, like like a presentation. Sometimes you might wonder, when they make, somebody gives an award to somebody, let's say yeshiva, the dinner, whatever it is, the people give awards to people. And they make a big tra-la-la, right? They make a whole big thing. And the reward goes to, and whatever, right? So where did it come from? Right here. The korban was brought, and they made trumpets, make a whole big deal out of it. כמו כן, בשער הצצרו שנאמר, as it says in במדבר, chapter 10, פסוק י' וכי תבואו מלחמה, וכתוב הרב גם כן, וביום שמחתכם ומועדכם ובראשי חודשכם ותקעתם בחצוצרות עולותיכם ועזבכי שלמכם. The Torah tells us like this. When you come to war, you blow trumpets. When you are rejoicing in the day of your rejoicement, and on your holidays, and on the Rosh Chodeshim, and all the time that you bring burnt offerings, and all the korbanot that you do in Beit HaMikdash, you should blow these trumpets. The Torah tells you openly. ואף על פי שהזהיר הכתוב ביום שמחה ומועד וראש חודש, even though it sounds like the Torah tells you only on Yom Simcha, which is the day of holiday, Moed, or Rosh Chodesh, ולאו דווקא. It doesn't mean only those days. The בכל יום היו תוקעים במקדש בחצוצרות על הקורבן. Constantly, every day, whenever there was a korban brought, they would blow in these trumpets. וכן מבואר בראש השנה, פרק ראוהו בית דין. So also in Sechta Rosh Hashanah, 29th page in the chapter of the Beit Din saw him, Amud Aleph, שאמרו שם, as they said, הכל חייבים בתקיעת שופר, כהנים, לוויים וישראלים, and everyone is obliged to blow shofar, the Kohanim, Leviim, and Israelim, ומטמא בתלמודה עלה בגימורה, and the Gemara was wondering, what does that mean? Blowing shofar, everybody, somebody would have thought only Kohanim allowed to blow, somebody would have thought only Leviim allowed to blow, only Israelim. What does that mean? What is the statement? Everyone is obligated to blow shofar, Kohanim, Leviim, Israelim. What's the difference? Right? And Pshita, the Gemara says over there, it's Pashut. Ihani lo mechayevei, mai bo mechayev. Umehader le, Kohanim, it's tarich ale. So the Gemara says, no, each one is going to be explained. What does that mean? The Kohanim is as follows. Sal kadata chamina ho'il uktiv yom teruah. Right? The Kohanim, because it says in the Torah, on the day of blowing, which is on Rosh Hashanah. V'hanei kohanei v'ho'il v'itnu b'tkiyah d'chol hashana kula d'chti v'tkatem b'chatzatot alotechem. So you might think what? By the Kohanim, the Gemara over there discusses, the Kohanim have a blowing the entire year during the sacrifices. So what is the special blowing on Rosh Hashanah already? You already did it. What's the significance? Mahadar alei, the Gemara answers, midame hatam hatzotzrot haka shofar. No. Over there, by the day when you blow on Rosh Hashanah, what do you blow? Shofar. On the regular sacrifices throughout the whole year, what do they blow?
Shofar.
Trumpets out of metal. It's not the same. למדנו מכל מקום, ובכל השנה כולה, כלומר, בכל יום ויום, עיקר הצוצרות במקדש. So we learn from there that the blowing of trumpets are done throughout the whole year, every day. ואמרו במסכת ערוכין, פרק שני, and our sages told us in מסכת ערוכין, second chapter, דף 13, י' ג', side 1, אין פוחתין מ-21 תקיעה במקדש. ולא מוסיפין על 48. So like this, that at the Mikdash they will not be blowing less than 21, not more than 48. What is this going on? Okay, ולא מוסיפין על 48. אין בוחתין מעשרת התקיעה במקדש. So what is this? When is this day? אין פוחתין מ-21 התקיעה במקדש. So there has to be 21 ולא מוסיפין על 48. And you don't add more than 48. But we said every korban you have to bring what's his name, blowing. Let's say they're blowing 1,000 times. I don't know, 1,000 korbanot.
Each person have to blow.
Every korban being sacrifices, they blow.
Who blow the...
Who blows it?
Yeah.
Maybe they're special appointed people. I don't know. If it's Kohanim, has to be. It says Mashma, everybody blows. I don't know. Very good question. Okay, let's see. Maybe from the foundations we'll find out who does it. Good question. Let's see that. Oh, there's later on it tells us. Mitzvah mitzvah. The foundation of the roots of this mitzvah. לפי שבשעת הקורבן היו צריכים לכוון דתם יפה בעניינו כמו שידוע שהוא נפסד במחשבות ידועות. Oh, so the rule is, why do we have to blow the shofarot? What's with the trumpets? No, the significance of this, importance of this, is that we want every person to have in mind the importance of the blowing of the current service. The proper service in the Mikdash is right now for what? To be closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and to have proper thoughts. Chas v'shalom, if you have any proper thoughts. And what happens if you have improper thoughts during the Korban? Korban is wasted. וגם כן צריך לקורבן כוונה שלמה לפני אדון הכל שציוונו עליו. And during the trumpets are blowing, everybody, nothing could blow into your mind anymore. Completely blind your mind. Completely blanks your mind, so that you only think right now about what? The current event. Right now, this whole korban, you don't think anything outside from anymore. You forget the whole world. The whole world. What's music does? What does music does when you listen to it? Makes you forget about everything else. Right now, you listen to music. So same thing here, Mistama. They blow the trumpets to have your concentration just on this. גם כן, בעת הצרה צריך האדם כיוון גדול בהתחננו לפני בוראו שירחם עליו ויצילהו מצרתו. Same thing, that when the person is in grave suffering, what does he have to do? He has to disconnect from the whole world and concentrate only on HaKadosh Baruch Hu, because the only one who could save him from his suffering is who? HaKadosh Baruch Hu. ולכן יצטוו בתקיעת החצוצרות בעתים אלה. Therefore, that when there is the moment when they bring sacrifices, they want to blow a shofar, this trumpet, in order to have the concentration from everything disconnected only now. Like yesterday, right? Everybody's, I'm sure, got the feeds, right? And the newspaper is all over. Mr. the King, the Yimach Shemo Zichro, when this is King Charles was inaugurated yesterday, inoculated to be a king, and they were blowing trumpets. Everybody have to be patient, quietly now. Yeah, he's because he's sitting over there, because he's holding anything, and he wants to change the whole world to follow his stead. Rasha merosha, Shem rachem aleinu v'tzilen miyado. This man is the most evilest in recent history.
Talk about a Jewish guy, what happened to him?
This guy is very dangerous.
Jewish guy, he live in Shabbat, I told him where you live.
He's a very dangerous person. Hashem have mercy on us. לפי שהאדם מהיותו בעל חומר צריך התעוררות גדול על הדברים. A human being is what? Is always a part of this world, and in order to awaken him, to arouse him, not to be busy with all other thoughts, the blow trumpets. כי הטבע מבלי מאיר יעמוד כי ישן. Because if you don't awaken somebody, it's going to be what? He's going to daydream. He's going to go into other thoughts in his process. ואין דבר יראו כמו קולות הניגון. And what's the best way to awaken the person? Obviously, through a loud blow of trumpets and instrument and music, and the melody will awaken him and bring him back down to this world. And right now, think about the korban. ידוע הדבר, וכל שכן, כל החצוצרות שהוא כקול גדול, שבכל כלי ניגון. Somebody wants right now, it's all over, they're discovering the best remedy, the best medicine. The best medicine, and that's how people survive for thousands of years, is what? Bells. Bells. Yeah, those bells. The church, then those bells were not something to make out of no reason. They actually calms your mind down. It has a lot of healing properties. All those bells. That's what they're discovering. Music, the sound. Yeah. It was all done with intention for people to be calmed down, and obviously, besides calming down people, you could also brainwash them. So there's a lot of things could be done with those bells. Yeah. Depends on the sound waves. So how you play the sound waves, and they proved it. They actually proved it. The music vibrates. Depends on the sound next to it. They put. Why you say bracha shakol niyabidor on water, on top of water? And what's the halacha? What is the halacha? The halacha is you're supposed to hold it in your hand. You can't say shakol niyabidor and then take it out from the sink. You're supposed to have it in your hand and you make a bracha. Why? Why is that important? Why is that important? Because whatever you're making out of, what comes out of your mouth, goes into the water and makes it vibrate accordingly. Huh? If you have a different vibration, so they tested. They tested a glass of water next to rock and roll music, next to classic music, and they took a microscope and they broke into the pieces. You see, there's different variations of music. And so, why is that important? The same thing. Your body. What is your body made out of, Aaron? 75% plus liquid.
Water. Yeah.
Okay, so that's very important. What music you listen. People don't understand that the music actually goes to a person, gets a person into trance, and could get him a lot of. What do they have in America? The main thing, they have the word rock and roll, and what goes right after that? And murderer. Look at it, yeah, the hard rock and roll. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The commercials.
Sexo, droga, rock and roll.
Yeah, and murder, and right away murder, and kill. Yeah, death goes right after that, because that's what they do. Because what? That's what they promote. Going constantly in this trance. So music has a lot influence on you. That's why we teach people to try to educate young, especially young adults, to stay away from bad music, because it's going to just mix them up. Not that we, what's his name, want to just control them. That's what kids think. The kids think that Yetzer Hara says to them, "Oh, your parents want to control you." No, Habibi. We're actually trying to guide you to stay away from becoming a majnun, a crazy person. And taka, children that are exposed to all this crazy people music, they're crazy. They're nutcases. Yeah, they're total nutcases. They will look at what's white as black, and it's black. They will look as white because they don't understand that their whole hormones and their whole system has been trans-waved to the music. Another reason that we have two trumpets blowing at the time of the Beit HaMikdash, the sacrifice, כי בכוח הקולות יסיר האדם מליבו מחשבת שאר עסקי העולם ולא ייתן ללב באותה שעה כי אם בדבר הקורבן. Again, the same thing is to calm a person down, all those blowing of the trumpets, in order that he has no other thoughts, rather just the korban. ומה יאריך וידוע זה לכל אשר חטא אוזן לשמוע הצוצרות וכל שופר בכוונה. As you know, same thing will happen on Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur, right? They blow the shofar, everybody is paying attention, and everybody, right, that moment, all of a sudden, they could do tshuva. People don't understand that. What happened? What happened? What is the shofar? For crying out loud, it's just do, 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 just melody, right? No. As we said, the nigun, it goes, penetrates into your liquid. And your liquid it starts to motivate you in your body, might starts fluctuating, and all of a sudden you don't even know what's happening. A person could cry. A person who never thought about crying, boom, on Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, he start crying. A person, today you go to Israel, 99% of the Israelis, they're all in shul on Yom Kippur. When is what's the peak time? 7:27 p.m. Shofar blowing. Everybody wants to come to hear the shofar, right? Good, it's good. At least that, and that awakes them to do tshuva for a millisecond. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, machol lachem. Medinei mitzvah ma'asher b'zachron l'bracha, Shlomo asks a question, what do you do here? It says over there, Mesech Menachot, שהוצצרות הייתה באה מן הסד של כסף, כמו שבא בכתוב. It's made out of silver. Okay? I didn't know it was gold or silver. This is what it says, silver. ומשאר מיני מתכות פסולה. If it's made out of any other metal, it will not be proper, it will not be appropriate. And it will be not kosher. ומה שאמרו זכרונם לברכה, זה הסדר שתודה, שאין פוחתין לעולם במקדש משתי הצצרות. How many have to be? How many trumpets? 2 has to be, he says. ולא מוסיפין על 120. However, not less than 120. Not more than 120, sorry. Not less than 2 and not more than 120. Imagine yourself a beautiful thing over there. Now, ואת פרטי המבוארים בספרי, and there's over there more discussions are discussed later on in the book over there, בהעלותך. וראש השנה, וגם כן במסכת התענית, בירו שאינו מצווין בתקיעת האותות בעת הצרה. Also, we have an obligation anytime we have a suffering, or בעת הצרה, meaning מלחמה, we are being attacked, and whatever it is, they start blowing the trumpets as well. נוהגת מצווה הזו בזמן הבית, this mitzvah of blowing trumpets was only in time of the Mikdash. The Kohanim שעליהם המצווה לתקוע בהצצרות. Here's the answer. Who blows? The Kohanim specifically. Okay? Because on them is the mitzvah. כעניין שכתוב בהן במסע המחנות, as it says over there. So I guess, so that's what everybody is asking, what the Kohanim were doing all day. You have thousands of Kohanim in a family. What do you do with them? So here you have 120 of them blowing shofar. Okay, listen, it's a good job.
People confuse and think the Leviim do the trumpet, but trumpet is different. It's not the regular instruments that they blow when they make the Tehillim.
Right.
It's the special ones.
Yeah, that's right. ובני אהרון הכהנים יתקעו בחצוצרות. It says over there, the sons of Aaron הכהנים, they have to blow. Okay. ושמא תאמר, לא היו תוקעים הם על הקורבן, אלא הלוויים מפני שהן ככלי ניגון. Maybe you're going to say the Leviim should blow during the sacrifice because it's a melody, like the Levim were singing. Okay, it's not so. שהרי שפירו, בפירוש אמרו במסכת התמיד, פרק שביעי, it says over there openly, in the Gemara תמיד, chapter 7, נתנו לו יין לנסך, הסגן עומד על הכהן והסודרים בידו. Okay, so it says over there that the person in charge will stand by the corner, right? And so basically, the Kohen does the Nisuch HaYain, right? They do spilling of the wine with every korban. And then there's also a person in charge stands, Vishnei Kohanim omdin al shulchan ha'chalavim, u'shtei ha'tzotzrot bi'adam tiku v'yeriyu v'teku. So there has to be 2 Kohanim minimum at the time of when they do Nisuch HaYain, the libation of wine, and also the Sgan is standing there, the one in charge of, or guiding the Kohanim. And on top of that, there were 2 Kohanim who were added to make sure they blow from the trumpets. And this was the mitzvah concept of Kohanim. כלומר שבכל יום היו תוקעים ולא ביום מועד וראש חודש בלבד. Then they were blowing all the time, and not only on the holidays or ראש חודש. אבל ראיתי להרמב"ם ז"ל, שכתב, says the חינוך, I saw what Rambam wrote, בימי המועד כולן בראשי חודשים היו הכהנים תוקעים בחצוצרות והלוויים אומרים שירה. So on the day of the holidays, Yom Tov, and Rosh Chodashim, the Kohanim would blow, and the Leviim would sing. נראה מדבריו שדעתו שבשאר הימים אף הלוויים תוקעים בחצוצרות. Sounds like, according to Rambam, that the trumpets would be blown also by the Levites throughout the whole year, but not only on Rosh Chodesh and Yom Kippur. Kohanim, Rosh Chodesh and Yom Tov, the Kohanim will blow, All the other days, Rambam says even Levim were allowed to blow. Okay, that's a machlokes. It says over here, "V'im avru al zeh hakohanim v'lo taku b'sha'at korban." However, if the Kohanim did not blow during the korban, v'chein im lo taku b'eid hatzara bitnu aseh zeh. And so, anytime the Kohanim, they must blow the trumpets and not stop during when it's during the war, during any time that there is any difficulty for Israel, they have to blow the shomarot. And if they didn't want to do it, they break this mitzvot aseh, right? It's a mitzvot aseh to fulfill it, and they didn't want to do it. And Hashem rachem aleinu, and Bezrat Hashem tomorrow we'll continue. And now in the new parasha, Parashat Shlach, we'll be discussing the mitzvot of the land of Eretz Israel, and maybe even Chutz La'aretz, because we're discussing tomorrow. Just give you a little hint. We're going to be discussing challah, trumat challah. We'll see what it comes. Have a wonderful day. If you want to do halacha right now, we'll continue halacha.